seen both of those videos.
I haven't seen any of the videos. I've only listened to the music. I haven't actually watched any of the music videos.
I have my wonderful friend Alexis with me because she is the one responsible for this video, really.
Yeah, that was kind of me.
As you guys know, primarily my channel is full of music. I love reacting to like new albums and discovering new artists. And last year, there was just a plethora of music, and Alexis had recommended that I would really like Haute and Freddy, which is an artist that I had never heard of before.
And I just found them through Instagram, and that was how I ended up recommending them to you, because I was like, it's the perfect aesthetic and mix of like
absolutely
a similar sound of almost Florence, but not.
Yeah, I likened them a bit to Chapel Roan. That's kind of how I felt, like the very theatrical aesthetic. So Circus Rococo, vintage, it's everything. So I'm honored that you saw them and thought of me, actually. We'll just go ahead and get into the album. Some songs were pre-released before the album came out, so I have heard a couple of these. Track number 1.
I need the spotlight, like a Versailles. Look at me, don't you see?
I was waiting for it.
I was not ready for that. Pure confusion.
I'm gonna bring back Chapel Roan, but reminds me of like, for Phenomenon, how she said, if you can't get through this song, then the album's not for you type thing.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was gonna build. Like how she started off in Renaissance style piano playing, very like, I knew it was gonna build, and then I knew it was gonna go pop. They mix modern and older sounds, like setting of the stage, if you will.
Yes, absolutely. You can almost feel like there's a spotlight and it's them two kind of standing there while they're like, she's singing and he's kind of playing the instrument, and then it like expands as it goes through the rest of the song. So there's like more to the stage and there's more people. A full symphony.
Yes. I like whenever the like violins came in and everything, and it got a lot like bigger.
I do like that in the background, if you listen closely, there are very much circus sounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's very much like the, kind of like the funny, like, oh, if you're going to a circus and you're in like a movie specifically, it's like, like kind of.
Oh, that's cute.
I can't tell if it's like symphony for a queen or if she is the queen.
I felt that too. Like, I think she is the queen. Like, this is her symphony. Like, she's writing for herself. Because she talks about too, like, putting on her makeup. I don't know, we'll see, because the music video that was like teased for the Showgirl track, I forget the full name of the song, but did have like a queen in it, I think. Like a very Marie Antoinette type character. So I'm curious to see too, like with the music videos might add more to the narrative of the album. Because the only one, I know that I watched Scantily Clad and Dance the Pain Away. I've seen both of those videos.
I haven't seen any of the videos. I've only listened to the music. I haven't actually watched any of the music videos.
So then we'll go to track 2. Oh, this one's a visualizer. Yeah. Anti-Superstar. So not a full video, but
something to look at.
Yeah. I would call this a video.
Yeah.
If they call that a visualizer, I think that should just be the industry standard. That, to me, that felt like a music video. Maybe because it was all in the same set, like they called it a visualizer.
Yeah, it was very well put together.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I was like, oh, I thought there'd be like less.
Yeah, I thought it was just gonna be like them, like, should just be like posing or something, you know what I mean?
Sometimes it's like a still image too, and just flash between images.
Yeah. I also really liked the song.
It's really catchy, but I like the idea that she's like, I'll be the anti-superstar.
Yeah, like, don't discover me. I want to be
actually, I'm gonna be back
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
That's okay with me.
I'm good with this level of fame. Like, I don't want any more. This is fine. Sweet Surrender.
That's interesting because it's really early.
This feels very 70s.
The beginning beat reminded me of a song, but I can't remember what song it is.
Oh, I really like this one.
She's really good at hitting those.
Was that it?
It's so short.
I was like, did they just...
Oh, it was a minute and 45.
They just runway bluesed me. one. But so Greta has a song called Runway Blues, which statistically, Greta Van Fleet, all of their songs are at least 5 minutes. That song was 1.5 minutes, and everybody was like,
Where's the rest of it?
Yeah. I feel like I wasn't done with that.
No, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh no, it's done. That was 1:45.
It's fine. It's okay, I guess.
I feel like a lot more people would like the sound of that.
The only other thing that I could think of during that song when you were talking about her high notes, I mean, yes, because that was the thing that immediately stood out to me was her vocals. You know that I love watching interviews. But I watched one yesterday because they did like a pre-explanation of their album, just very like, it was like a 45-minute long video. But one of the things that I learned, and I don't know if you know, because I was curious as to like how they found each other.
Yeah.
But they both started off as songwriters. Like they both moved to, I think it was LA, maybe it was, I don't think it was Nashville, I think it was LA, but they both moved to just be songwriters and try to just make it that way. And then after they had become friends for like a few years, this is basically everything they were told not to do.
Oh!
Yeah. So
even
I love
better.
that. It's surprising to me that she wasn't thinking about being an artist first, like being a singer, because her vocals are
They're so
amazing.
good.
Yeah.
When she hits those high notes, it's very much like a standout thing of like, if like when you get to hear it, it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, how are you holding that? How's it coming out of you? Especially because her voice during the songs is much more on like the deeper side.
Mhm.
It's not very like high pitched. It's not like Chapel Roan,
Yeah.
where like her on stage voice is very much in that deeper range as well.
Yeah. All right, track 4. Oh my god, this was my favorite.
This is
And
the
you haven't
one-
seen the video,
no.
so it's a good thing that we're watching this because Scantily Clad is next. We both heard this song, but you haven't seen the music video.
No, I have not.
Scantily clad woman.
We also, like, obviously we're going to talk about the music video, but also too, I just want to not forget to talk about the song because we have both heard this one, but
Yes.
for the audience who may not have. I love the title specifically. I think that it's like a really good representation of what I personally gravitated towards when I listened to Haute and Freddy. Scantily Clad is like such a
Older
term.
Like it's not
Yes.
an in use term,
Yeah,
you know.
but you know exactly what it's suggesting. So I love that because it's like, she's scantily clad. Like, it's so fun. And I like, again, that sort of like vintage, you know, circus, rococo, all these aesthetics that they're playing with.
The universe that they're building, which is so nice to see. Because, you know, people having fun with their art is something that you kind of miss. Because the industry standard is like, no, follow the formula. And this is the complete opposite of that. Be a clown, be a freak, be unique. That's the whole point.
And with the age of streaming, because I was actually talking about this the other day when talking about like how the fact that I still buy CDs, but we used to listen to albums. You didn't skip around, you didn't put your entire library on shuffle. It was like, I'm gonna sit down and listen to this album, and you like listen to it all the way through. But now focusing on trying to get that clip or that one song, and it's like nobody, or very few people I should say, focus on the body of work, and everything that they're doing has a cohesiveness to it, where it's like, yes, obviously Dance the Pain Away kind of did its thing on TikTok and became what it was, but it's reflective of everything else that they're also doing.
Exactly.
So this to me is like, if I were to show some, which I've shown Ash, Haute and Freddy, if I were to show someone, this is what I would do to like kind of just represent them. Like, this is what they're going for, because it's that pop vibe. It still sounds like a song that you could hear on the radio, but they're very tongue-in-cheek. Like, they're just so playful with what they do.
Yes.
I actually haven't seen this one. I've heard the song Freaks. I didn't know that they had a video for it, but I'm elated because it's like a vampire werewolf.
Immediately.
I'm like, yes, whatever this is, I am here for it. Werewolf, that's what I thought. I'm here for it. This feels like Thriller.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I like love this. Yeah. This is already my favorite thing. See, like, this is just this example of it's just shot in this bar, but all the shots are dynamic and they're keeping it alive.
my gosh, I love this.
I do too. That's so cool.
I love it. I love this whole
This
video.
is my new favorite video, actually, yeah.
That was so good. It's very much got that like classic movie aesthetic.
Yeah.
Because it's got the fun like the turns and but it's like the horror movie specifically.
Yeah, I was thinking like a little Rocky Horror Picture Show, like kind
It reminded me of Tears.
Yeah.
Sabrina Carpenter's, because
That's
hers
what I
was
was
also exactly
very
kind
like
of
Rocky Horror inspired. Mm-hmm.
and that was just kind of what was in my head. I also like that.
It's just like it's there's like a signature to a queer art aesthetic.
That's what I was gonna say. They're very much, you can tell they're queer without announcing it. But like also the people that they're bringing in, they're all different backgrounds, different people. It doesn't always look like the same person.
Yeah, no, I really liked that a lot. The entire time I was just captivated. This is another great example of using what you have. Like they're just incredibly talented individuals that have the creativity to be like, hey, we might not have as big of a budget as some of the other people, but we can still do really cool stuff.
Mm-hmm. So its name was Spanky.
Oh.
I love when they credited the goat.
Was Shy Girl pre-released before the album or no? Because I mean, it would have had to been if it has a music video. Yeah, 10 months old. Okay, because I can't remember if I heard this one.
I think I listened to Shy Girl, but I don't really remember the lyrics.
Yeah.
I've listened to Dance the Pain Away and Scantily Clad the most.
They have a lot of videos. This one sounds very circusy right off the bat.
Yes, I have heard this one. I love this one.
But even the aesthetic of this one looks a little different too, because it feels very romantic. I love that. Again, it's just so 70s. Labyrinth. I was like, I think the sound and then the visual, like the filter that it has on it, this all feels very Labyrinth to me.
The giant hole.
The giant hole?
He has a giant hole in the back of his pants.
Does he?
Yeah.
Is it like a purposeful or?
I don't know.
That has to be purposeful or like some kind of joke, because that almost matches the one on her portrait.
They were like, all right.
Or maybe like he ended up ripping his pants. So like, we'll just keep it.
It's like, well, keep this with the aesthetic.
Yeah, that felt aesthetically. It kind of reminded me of Labyrinth with like the hue of it, the sort of dreamy lighting. And then the other thing I was gonna say too is, even though that this was a slower song, we were still like moving the whole time. Like it was still very upbeat.
I think this is actually the song that, in my head, I was like, oh, I have to show Lauren. Like,
really?
Because I had listened to Dance the Pain Away, and I was like, okay. But I listened to Shy Girl, and I was like, no, this is it. It's like because it went in full aesthetic. It's both sides. Yeah. Because it meets both. I was just like, she has to know about this. Like, I can't keep this to myself.
This one, and then the Requiem, the oh my god, it was 2 S's or something. Serenade?
Surrender.
Sweet Surrender. Yeah, it's close enough.
We have S's.
But like those those both sound very 70s to me. Like this is such a weird thought that only I get. But when I was hearing this, I was like, oh, this takes me back to middle school. And then I was starting to think why that's when I said the Labyrinth is because it was like, what is this, like what part of my brain is this hitting that I'm feeling like it's music I used to listen to when I was younger. And it's because it was like that like David Bowie type like sound. Yeah, I could see how you would hear this and then think of me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I really love this song. Like I like the sound of this song, and I was just like, yeah, no, I can't do that to myself. There's no way.
Because not only do they do fast pop songs well, but they also do ballads well. Yes. And I think it's especially important too because artists get a chance to work on their debut album longer than any of their others, because once you get into the cycle, you have a certain amount of time people are expecting things from you. I would expect for all artists that there should be 0 skips on their debut album. It shouldn't be like, oh, we have to throw a ballad in there, and then it's like, oh, this is the worst song on the album. Every song should mean something or reflect a certain like facet of them, because it's their introduction into the world as artists. Speaking of Dance the Pain Away, you haven't seen this video? Okay. I also love how all their music videos look like they just raided a costume shop. Like it's so fun, and they're all like different. Go pull whatever you think is cute.
What's calling to you with this
Yes.
closet?
She's like, I'm gonna take the acid green 80s dress, and he's like, I'm gonna do the pirate pants. Like, I want a purple wig. It's so fun. But I think the timing that they did for this song was specifically to like be like, hey, look at me, guys, we have an album coming out in 2 months, you should totally check us out. Like, that's because this seems like this was like their big single.
Yeah, definitely. Because this is definitely the one that I feel like a lot of people, if you showed them this first,
Yeah.
they'd be like, oh, I love this.
Yeah. So you had told me about them, and I had put them on my list of artists I need to listen to, but last year was so full of music, I just didn't get a chance to it. And then I found a TikTok of them promoting the song. It wasn't out yet, but everybody was like, when are we gonna, like the comments were like, when are we gonna get the full song? And then so I was like, oh, that's that group that Alexis told me to listen to, so I will do that then, because like this is a perfect time. They've got an album coming out in March, so that was like kind of what got me in there. But that's why I'm saying I feel like this song was
meant to be
like get stuck in your head, so you're like, oh, I actually do want to hear this song when it comes out. I actually do want to listen to the whole album. So this one I'm excited about just because of the title. Want this to be a crash out, but I also kind of want it to be a little bit nonsensical too.
Mm-hmm.
Two things can be true at the same time. Oh, this is like a club,
So
like
intense.
a dance
Yes.
track. See, I like the chaos. I like the tongue-in-cheek silliness.
It's definitely hysteria.
Yeah.
I just have a flashback to us listening to Marina's album. Because it almost had the like stamping sound of horses.
Oh,
almost.
Like a
Yeah.
metallic stallion. No,
It almost did, but
Yeah.
like not completely.
I feel like to me this one mirrors kind of like Freaks maybe, but there's like a couple of tracks where I'm like, oh, we're meant to listen to this in the club. Because I think with how many they have that, because like why is Anti-Superstar that was the only visualizer I saw. So I was like, but since the whole album is out, maybe I would expect for there to be visualizers for the songs that don't have videos, because there are so many that do. Like I want to see like your vision. I want to see your world.
Yeah, because you can definitely hear the crash out.
Yeah.
And you can hear the like switching almost of her, because she gets lower and then she'll get into that almost like
that was
high.
my favorite part where she's like almost talking to herself. Fashion Over, oh, we know this one. I thought this one had a video too. No, this is what I said. I'm surprised Fashion Over Function doesn't have a video, because that one to me seems like
it would.
Yeah, and maybe this is, which is interesting for them to be back to back, because those are two that I would consider to be dance tracks. I'm also realizing because of this track how short a lot of their songs are, because this one is only like, it's 2 minutes and 11 seconds.
The last one was 2:53.
Yeah. My brother is notorious for halfway through the song skipping the track. And it's like, okay, well, we were listening to that, but he's like, no, the good part passed. Like, so
I'm done. It's over.
in the era of Gen Z, it's in short attention spans. I mean, I actually get it, because my brother could listen to the song all the way through without skipping it. I really like this one. I actually do know what I want to say about the song though, because one of my favorite parts of it is that even though this like sonically is a little bit more like modern and a dance track, and it's that whole like, it's a popular pop concept of fashion over function, but their lyricism, they use words like sacrilege, they still talk about the court, like the town crier testified, like that type of thing. It's like, it brings, that's where that style comes in. Yeah. The scene that keeps coming to me, which is just because it's one of my favorite movies, but like the very end of The Love Witch, where they're at that like medieval like Renaissance type thing, and you have like, they're on the stage and they have like the paper mache masks. It's all very like camp. And so like that's more of the circus that they're going for, not like the Barnum and Bailey type thing. This is like the court jesters, like the Renaissance medieval circus. So I'm very excited for this one. It's a surprise favorite of mine, and I actually have not seen this video either.
I have not listened to this song.
You haven't listened to the song? Really?
You've listened to them more than I have.
Have I? That's ironic. See, it's that retro sound. I think that's what I like, that 70s. It sounds very like beachy.
This is also a cover.
Yeah.
Lesbian music.
Song you love the subway, yeah. See? It gets you. I think that would be cute if their last shot was the album cover. It's not. I've seen a couple things like that where like I do think it would have been cute if the very last frame of the video was like what their album cover was.
Yes.
But it's close enough. It's the same set as their album cover.
Yes.
I don't know that I consciously recognized it before, because now we're in an analytical point of mind, but I think that that's why I kind of like them, is because they have like an older sound.
The good sound. I like the whole thing. I love the aesthetic, the kind of point, the kind of just the sound, very much recognizable sound, almost a conscious sound, but it's recognizable, where you're like, it's almost nostalgic.
Yeah, this is the Showgirl one. What's this one called? Showgirl at Heart. I'm really excited about this one. The one that you launch with the album is kind of supposed to be traditionally like the main event, right? Because all this stuff is like leading up to it. We've given you the prologue and now here's the book type thing.
Okay.
Also too, since it's over, I can go ahead and say their pre-sale code was Showgirl. So that makes me feel like this is like a big song for them. Look at this big castle!
This is where all the budget went.
Yeah, no, for real. I love that wig. This is a very retro sound. Like the little, like right there. Oh, they're happy. Okay. The queen is dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say that there's the queen.
The coast is clear, guys.
Like the plan's been done. Oh, what are these masks?
They kind of had mask and freaks too. I wasn't expecting this song to sound like this. Hell yeah. They're disappointed she's not dead.
Like, oh, she's back.
Is this how they get like a break? I want to know where they're finding these sets.
They're great. No. No, she woke back up.
She's literally like, look, she rings the bell for like 40 seconds as they roll the credits. That's insane. We've got 2 more songs. This one, I think it's Fields of Versailles, or it's close. Maybe it's like Conan Gray Bourgeoisie's, where it's like almost the word.
Oh, yeah. I
Versailles,
think you're right. I think I just read it how it was spelled rather than how it's probably supposed to be pronounced.
We're back to dancing.
They're like, alright, stop being sad.
It's very punchy.
Interesting note to end on.
No, there's one more.
No, I was just meaning this song.
Oh, okay. Again, this is like another kind of one of the short ones. I'm like, what is their track average actually? So probably, I would say they probably average between 2.5 to 3 minutes for each of the songs. I wish that there were lyric videos, because that's preferably how I like to listen to the songs. Because I can't always catch what they're saying, and I want to hear the story.
She also has one of those kind of like, she's talking through her teeth.
Yeah.
The whole time. And she does that in the music videos themselves too, where she's just talking through her teeth.
It's all very exaggerated, and like, because the part I did like about the song is when she said Versailles, they like were sighing. Like all the background vocals were like, ah, like I liked that part. That was cute. It's stylistic singing I have no issue with, but it just kind of makes it a little bit harder. Like you have to lean in more. So I would have liked a lyric video, so I could have followed a little bit better. But we do have one more, which I think is a great note to end it on. I like My People Weird.
This one's also the only explicit track.
Oh.
Because when I looked, this is the only one that has an E rating.
Last track. Back to that Bowie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like associate them with Bowie now, which is a good thing. I'm also getting Kate Bush. Now I'm thinking about it.
I don't know if I like this trapping so slow.
Yeah, I was expecting for the closer, I was thinking he was gonna pick up. Yeah, I think that's an interesting one to close the album on. Maybe I would have switched that and Freaks. That would have made more sense because Freaks is also more upbeat songs.
Upbeat are like grouped right together.
Yeah.
And it kind of slows down and speeds up depending on which track you're listening to.
Yeah, because I mean, Symphony for a Queen was slower.
Mm-hmm.
Anti-Superstar, Sweet Surrender, Scantily Clad, those are more upbeat. Freaks is upbeat, but then you go back down for Shy Girl, go back up for Dance the Pain Away, Female Hysteria, Fashion Over Function, go back down for Sophie, and Showgirl at Heart. Fields of Versailles picks up a little bit, but then you're still like back down.
You're still down.
I Like My People Weird. So I think if they had switched I Like My People Weird and Freaks, the album might have had a bit more of a natural flow, and it still would have had that emphasis on like the theming, because like the concept of ending on I Like My People Weird, I understand, like that's they're trying to, because that's supposed to be your final stamp, right? Like the last track is like, here's the bow that I've wrapped the album in.
Yeah.
I think my favorites were, I actually really liked Anti-Superstar. That one kind of surprised me. I wish Sweet Surrender was longer. That one was another one of my favorites.
Yeah, that one I really love.
I already liked Scantily Clad. The video also made me like Shy Girl.
Yeah.
And I kind of like, because it was giving that labyrinth feel to it. I think that at that point is when I clicked sort of where they were sitting in my brain and what I was associating them with.
Yeah.
Because my two favorite videos are Shy Girl and Freaks. Like, Freaks was a really good video.
Freaks is one of my favorites.
Yeah, absolutely.
It became one of my favorite songs because of the video. I think it like enhances the experience of listening to that song.
Yeah.
Because now every time I'm gonna think about it, I'm gonna think about those weird, like those weird transitions and the werewolf kind of thing that's happening. But there's no werewolves, but there is. I didn't see one person dressed as a werewolf, but they talk about it in the song too.
Mm-hmm. You know, for being critical, there's a couple things I would have changed. I wish that they would have had lyric videos or visualizers for, I think that it just would have made sense for the type of music that they did. I also would like to see what they would do with a lyric video, because I'm almost envisioning like almost claymation or stop motion style where like I can see, I don't know why I'm seeing like scrolling paper or like crumpled up notes or like different things like that. Like I'm kind of seeing like a stop motion style for them. So that I would have reordered some of the tracks.
Yeah.
And I would have liked to have seen lyric videos.
I think there should have been like a nice flow, because I think there is towards the beginning, then towards the end it kind of just gets really slow, and you kind of just leave with a low. You don't really leave with a you kind of leave with a oh yeah, you're right.
I appreciate their visuals and their like I said, packaging.
Yes,
I think
they're very clear in their aesthetic and very clear and like the lyricism of what they're gonna say, and I think that's very nice. It's a little odd too, so it's kind of like, yes, I love a little quirky aesthetic.
That was our thoughts on the album. If you guys have any extra opinions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I love talking about music, hence why my channel is themed this way. So I would love to engage in conversation with what you liked, or maybe like what some of your notes were on the album. But this will probably not be the last Haute and Freddy video on this channel, because we are trying to go to the show. So I'm very excited. I'm already planning my outfit. It will be very extra. If you like other videos like this, feel free to check out the rest of the content on my channel, because I do a lot of music video reviews, album reactions, concert vlogs, all that kind of stuff. And if you like anything that you see on the wall behind you, chances are I also have a video about that on my channel. But with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Did you want to say anything?
No. I didn't have anything interesting to say. Yeah.